So how's it been just settling into campus and getting accustomed to being a Buckeye here?
I mean, it's been very good. It's been very good to settle in there. Like the first day I got here, it was like campus is big. Everything's moving so fast. It's like the class is moving fast, the practice is moving fast. Like the workouts is way different from high school. Because like once you settle in, like you just understand like this is a very good opportunity for you. It's a business, and then like everybody here rooting for you, the coaches, the players. So it's like once you get under the older guys' wings, it gets like easier. When you figure out where your class is at, I mean, as far as like the tutor and everything is going good. So it's like when you get around like the good guys, the good tutors and all that stuff, you figure out everything. It's like it's all smooth.
Awesome. What's it been like just in the weight room with Coach Mick and getting accustomed to kind of that environment?
I would say it's intense. Like how I say, it's different from high school. It's always loud. It's always like a lot of heavyweight, but like a lot of fast lifts. Not always heavyweight. It's like a great workout. Like you put on a lot of size fast, like a lot of muscle. And that's what I wanted to do coming out of high school. And honestly, it's working for me. Like I'm putting on a lot of muscle mass. I gained a little weight to be like a bigger corner. Like as far as the weight, I went to like 192, came in at 180. So it's a lot different. I'm like happy that I'm being like in this program because everybody always talks about Coach Mick's the best strength trainer in the nation. It's like no, you in his presence and you get to see what it is, and it's actually good work.
Obviously 3 starting corners returning this year. What are you learning from Denzel, from Jordan, from Davison, from those guys? Kind of what have they told you as you first settled in here?
Just work on your technique, just follow their movements because they don't play the game, so they know how to move, guard every route. Just getting the film with Coach Watt and them, and then they could just like teach you like the right things because as I sit like in the room like Denzel, IGB, Jordan, they always like quiz me like, what am I supposed to do in this play? Why are you doing this in this play? It's like it's paying off. Like I know I'm understanding. Like I could translate this to the field and then like follow like the movements, get the techniques down. As far as like the back pedaling with Coach Watt, the breaking on point, breaking 90, 45, like all those things are so critical to a DB's game. It's like being in those positions with those guys, like it's very unique.
Depth of that slot corner / nickel safety role is a little thinner this year. Obviously Jordan returning as the starter, but behind him, you have a few guys in that mix. Have you had any discussions about maybe giving that spot a try? Because it seems like you have some skills that might fit at that spot.
Yes, right. As of right now, I'm learning the field corner when Denzel plays. I'm getting a playbook down for that spot, like all the techniques and movements for that spot, like where I'm like my leverage, where I'm supposed to be lined up at. And then when I get all that down, I'm gonna be transitioning over to nickel, being able to play both because as a DB, you want to be a versatile DB. That like boosts your draft stock when if you're having a great season, but you can play field corner, nickel, you know what's going on because nickel's probably one of the hardest positions you can play on defense because so much critical thinking, so many things are moving. Like in coverage, you're a DB, but in a run game, you're a linebacker. So when you get in a position to like make those plays, you got to make them. So I'm happy that I'm being able to play both and learn both.
Just being an Ohio guy, what does it mean to be here?
I mean, it's a big it's so important. I say because so many guys from Glenville came here, like over 30, like 40 players came from Glenville, came to play at Ohio State. So it's like I want to be a part of that pipeline and just be able to like be one of those guys like who they can say Bryce went to Ohio State and he had a great year at a great 3 or 4 years at Ohio State, and then he became one of the first round draft picks. So I just want to like be able to like go back to my city of Cleveland and just tell them like you got to just keep working hard and just like persevere through like all that adversity. So it's like when you're an Ohio guy, you get to come to Ohio State, it's a blessing because so many kids do dream of getting a scholarship from Ohio State, but they're not always fortunate to get the scholarship. So it's like when you one of those guys of the few, it's a big deal.
Do you have a favorite player that's come out of Glenville?
I would say Lattimore.
Okay, that's a good pick.
He went a number 2, and then like the way he like played this game, it was like the technique was critical. He was like a linebacker at corner. He could hit, he covered well, the speed, ran track just like me. So it's like when you get to follow under that guy's footsteps, it's a big deal. Like when I was practicing at Glenville, he would come down. He would actually come down and like teach me what to do, like how to cover this route. Like how to break 90, break 45, backpedal smooth, just everything. So it's like it's a big deal just being able to like follow after him.
And then just wrapping things up. What it might be a little bit before you see the field, but when you do get your shot, what can fans expect to see from you?
I say like my versatile play. Like I could play in the nickel, I could play in the slot, I could play in corner. I got the speed and I'm like a bigger defender. Like I'm probably not the tallest defender. I'm about 5'11", but when it comes down to like making tackles, I'm a for sure tackler. Like I don't miss tackles. Like I'm a big hitter. Like I'm gonna make the plays. And then like my coverage skills, I think I have very elite coverage skills. It's like when you get the technique down, I can run. I feel like I can run with any wide receiver. Then like I can go up and get the ball at any highest point. It's like when I get on the field, just expect a lot.
Awesome. Thank you, Bryce.
So,